Hey y'all, this is Lord Demos here, and apparently I have a co-host. She's decided she wants to start being on my videos more often. Miss Cordelia here. This week we're talking about lightsaber crystals out of the Star Wars universe. Now, everybody knows, give me your lightsaber, that lightsabers and their blades always show different colors and designs and stuff like that for the for the lightsaber itself, But a lot of people don't realize that lightsaber crystals are very, very unique. And I've learned actually quite a bit studying on some more of it this week and last week, that some of it is really interesting. What color lightsaber you want?
I still want this one because it's blue, see?
It's not blue, it's white. But anyway,
Yes.
But like synthetic crystals like the Sith usually make, they create crystals out of sitting inside of a furnace with all the elements that make a crystal. And they will use their hate, all the dark side abilities inside there and make this crystal. Only known Jedi to ever do it was Luke Skywalker. He did it, and he created his lightsaber, which is green. Now, the difference between the two shows that the lightsaber crystals can be manufactured or they can be living. And that's something I thought was unique, is that even though Sith have always done it through, well, not always, but a lot of times created the fake crystals and created these red blades, that a Jedi could too. Which it's another part of one of my theories, that the Sith are part of what is needed in the universe. But we'll get to that on another day. But you having fun down there? Yes. But what I'm trying to say is the lightsaber crystals are very, very unique. And I learned this is something I found out, that even the ones that like most Jedi find, they get them from their Ilum crystals or the different places where they usually find these crystals, and the Jedi have to harmonize and find the crystal that's meant for them. Well, see, I didn't know that if another Jedi got your crystal and tried to put it in their lightsaber, they wouldn't communicate correctly with the crystal, because in doing so, it can make the lightsaber explode. It can make the crystal, make it where it doesn't even work. Okay. And really?
Yes.
And what I thought was interesting about that is that because of the communication, the crystal isn't just put in there safely. It's got to be put in there a certain way for the lightsaber to work. It can only be known to the one who's doing it, who the crystal technically belongs to. Now, of course, the crystals have known to change allegiances. Some people get a lightsaber and now the crystal serves them. Things like that. It just is different for each one. But I thought that was unique, that no matter what side of the Force you're on, that nobody could create and put a crystal inside of a lightsaber itself properly without being knowing the Force, and that the crystal itself harmonizes with you. So when someone creates a crystal, it already is harmonized to you. Why? Because they created it. You created it. You put your hatred into it, your fears, your emotions, like the Jedi, their peace, their love and compassions, their side of the Force. They did the opposite sides, and that's what made those crystals harmonize with them. There's a rainbow color lightsaber.
Yeah, that's fun.
They don't really know what makes it more powerful or if it's strong, but it's the fact that the blade is rainbow colored.
Yeah, but this one is like white. See?
Mm-hmm. You know what a lightsaber is? See, a lot of people don't realize lightsabers themselves are not technically lasers or anything to do with light. They are more like, best simplification of it would be a lighter. They have a lighter or a torch. You turn it on and the flame comes out. And you can turn it, twist it to get it to just where you want it. That's the same thing with a lightsaber. The part of the blade part, the energy part, is more like a flame. But it's not hot. That's something else most people don't realize. Lightsabers aren't hot. But that shows you that, so that's why it's unique, and for certain areas and certain things. So if it is a rainbow colored, the crystal in here is rainbow colored. It's a pearlish crystal that so the changes of color. So as it's burning out, it's actually just burning the colors, different colors out like that. So time it enters here, it has another color. So it's got all these like several colors flowing through it. Same thing with the normal straight colored lightsaber colors, and there are so many colors. Especially if you go through Legends, which you already know that I view Legends and canon as the same thing. They can be pushed together, and you can find so many similarities. But there are so many colors. If you could think of the color, it probably exists as a lightsaber in a lightsaber crystal.
I need to put my chair away.
What? You're just changing your mood, huh? Miss Cordelia here is a big fan of lightsabers. She actually likes more of the curved ones, don't you? She likes ones like Count Dooku with the curved handle so she can control it better.
Yeah.
Why are you handing this to me?
So you can show it to me.
I don't have the curved ones on here.
Well, that is curved. See,
That's a curved design to the lightsaber. But see, anyway, lightsaber crystals usually are formed through natural means. Different ones, different ways, depending on the crystal itself. I've been learning, and there's so many, I still haven't learned all of them. There's one that can cause pain. Just by, if the blade hits someone, that pain will never go away. It can even rot your skin. It can rot, turning you to the dark side if you're not dark sider. There's even ones that are only meant for light side people. In other words, the crystals are so attuned to the light side. What?
But the other ones are technically.
Or what?
They're technically all together. You know that?
They're not all together.
Yes, they are. They're like sister and brother.
Yeah, there actually are some crystals that are considered that.
Yes.
But see, there's some crystals that are light side. In other words, if a dark sider, like a Darth Vader or someone grabs this crystal and puts it in his lightsaber, it will never work. Because it won't let him use his because he's dark sider. It wouldn't work properly for him. And it's vice versa. There's another one that won't work for light siders. Actually, if a Jedi try to pick up that crystal, it'll turn them to the dark side. Is that cool?
But what about the dark crystal?
What dark crystal? There's so many of them, and I haven't learned them all.
The one that's really dark. That one's
There's black lightsabers. There's
like, see right now.
Like the dark saber. See, the dark saber is very unique because its crystal actually pulls in light instead of lets out light.
Yes. I'm gonna go potty, okay?
Alright. But as I was saying, the power of the lightsaber crystals are very, very unique, and they vary from different people from different ways. And see, I want to point out something that I don't know if it's true or not. And I don't really fully support the concept. They say in canon that a red lightsaber crystal can also be turned. Any other color can be turned red if you make a crystal bleed, which basically is where someone takes a regular crystal and pushes all their hatred and everything into it, and it'll turn it red, and it makes it bleed the red color because they use so much of their dark side energy. I don't 100% believe that. Only for one of the greatest Sith Lords was Exar Kun. And his lightsaber color stayed blue. Even though he remanufactured and recreated his lightsaber to be a double-bladed lightsaber, even though it was meant for one hand, which was very unique. But the crystal didn't change. Now, here's the funny thing. It was still dark side in origin. It had tons of dark side energy to the point that even the Jedi Council, once this man was destroyed and everything, they locked this saber away, and only people on the Jedi Council, only them were allowed to look at it and examine it and study it. Nobody else. No matter how high of a master you were, if you were not on that council, you could not look at it. But that crystal itself inside the lightsaber was still blue. So if that's true, that all Darksiders can twist and turn their light and make them bleed, it will turn it to a red. I don't 100% believe that. I believe, it could probably turn it red, and I'm not saying it wouldn't happen, but I'm saying sometimes, what if the crystal, like that one, already accepted the dark side of itself? Here you go. You know, and that because of that, it created a. That's why it never changed colors. He was already there. He just needed those pushes to those limits. You know, so there's that concept. That's why I say I'm not 100% true. Think that's true or not.
But there's one thing you should know. Well, there's one red crystal.
Actually, there's several.
How?
There's a lot of red lightsaber crystals out there.
Yeah.
Some made, some of them are been bled. In other words, the Sith use their powers to turn it red, or ones that are created naturally, like the lava lightsaber crystal. This crystal, you put it in your lightsaber, it's reddish, but it'll make a red blade, but it almost spews out lava at you. It's dangerous.
But I got a white crystal.
Yes, you have a white crystal. And a white crystal is someone who took a dark side crystal, a red one, and someone pulled all the dark side out of it.
And then it turned white?
Now, see, but in Legends, they say it turns yellow. So it's either or.
But I got blue, like, see?
It's
blue,
white. Go turn off the light in there and you'll see it's white, child.
What?
This is my co-host. But anyway, like I was saying, the power of the crystal is unique, and I like the concept that no matter what, the crystals themselves are so attached to the Force that you can't put them in a lightsaber without using the Force, and you have to be attuned to this crystal to make it even work properly into the lightsaber, because they even pointed out that if you put it in there, just even turn it the wrong way, for some reason it wouldn't work. Why? Because it wasn't what the crystal believed was correct. You know, so it was something unique. And it's something I learned very recently, and I thought that was very cool. That now, that doesn't say that a Jedi can't pick up another Jedi's lightsaber and use it. You know, it's just saying that it wouldn't be used to full potential without its original owner.
But there's one thing of the red one, it turns into black too.
No, the black ones are actually found on a planet that has the tribe of the Sith.
Oh!
And they use black lightsabers.
Yeah. See what it is right now?
Mm-hmm.
It's black. But when I turn on, it's white.
So the power to use a lightsaber, and that shows you also the whole concept, and that's where I think where the Jedi failed themselves as well, is that these crystals are personal. You don't just have a personal, you don't have a connection to the, it's a personal connection to the crystals. The same thing with the lightsaber. They make sure it's all personal because it needs to fit in your hand comfortably. It needs to be an extension of yourself, which is weird because the Jedi was so structured to non-self that they were unconformative in every way. So,
but there's one thing of the other like blade of the crystals, and then the blade is like somehow inside another lightsaber. That's the point.
You can actually do that. Did you know some of them have two crystals inside theirs?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And some people, because they have the double lightsabers, they can switch it. There was one Sith Lord that had a red blade on top. But when he switched it to the other side, like that, it was green on top.
Ooh.
But he couldn't use the bottom one. He only had one at a time. But it's the point. Anyway. But this, like I said, the point that it was very unpersonal beliefs, it made everybody almost the same type of Jedi, but at the same time, they focused so much on the lightsaber that showed you the personalities, and then the crystal itself was a extension of their personality. And part of them helps them connect closer to the Force. So, I mean, the crystals themselves are very, very unique, or very essential for the lightsabers to work. I mean, nobody can doubt it, and it's one lightsabers are one of the most iconic sci-fi weapon ever known. You know, I mean, how cool is it to pick up something? Huh?
But there's a lighting one too, you know that?
What?
Remember the one that makes lightning? That Power Ranger?
That has nothing to do with the
Well,
lightsaber.
They do, but that one doesn't have a lightsaber. That one has like gold on it. It has like lightning stripes on it with stuff. And it was a lightning man. It was big. It was mean, and that was actually like dark side.
Okay. I have no idea what you're talking about.
Mhm.
Okay. So let's talk about the next time's videos, huh? We can talk about lightsabers themselves, not just the crystal, the lightsabers themselves, because I have some thoughts on those as well. We can also talk about the Force and what is its relationship to the galaxy, or what do you think? Which one of our next subjects could be?
I don't know.
Hmm?
I didn't know.
Should we focus on the Jedi or the Sith?
Focus on the Jedi.
The Jedi?
Yeah.
We can talk about the Jedi. And I have some ideas on the Jedi and why they failed and what they could have done to succeed, to actually do what correctly, and what their flaws within the Jedi Council would really be about. I mean, I'm just saying the Jedi were not perfect, but at the same time, they strive for such perfection they cause problems. That's my opinion. So y'all just pick what y'all want, lightsabers, the Force, or we're doing also a Jedi, so pick which one and vote. We'll see y'all in a couple of weeks and see which one we're doing the video on. Cordy apparently will be here on most of my videos. Sometimes I might have one of my other kids or somebody else. So y'all have a good week, and hope y'all have a good day. Tell them bye.